Hi, I'm Dwayne Davenport.
And I'm Rashida Jones.
And I'm Christian Lomax.
We're standing in front of the band room in the Fine Arts Building of Henry Ford Community College.
We have just 5 minutes to show you the elements of how a song is produced.
Come on, we'll show you.
To produce a song, you need, first you're responsible for creating the sound. You're responsible for making things musical and producing something that grabs the audience ear. It's not just sitting down and coming up with something off the cuff, or just a beat. It's a sound. It's like a painting, like you can do whatever you want, but if you're trying to get a certain color, you're gonna mix the right ones. You're not gonna say, I'm gonna put blue and green and hope to get purple. You're gonna put blue and green because it's gonna create yellow. And that's the same thing with producing. You're producing the sound and you hoping to get a certain sound.
When you're actually working one-on-one with the artist, when you're coming up with a sound for a particular song, what are the things that you guide them to do while you're actually coming up with the song? What is it that you tell them to make them feel comfortable working with your sound?
If I had an artist who was working with the sound that I'm trying to get, like if I had just a random artist who I wanted to sing to something that I created, then the first thing is I want them to get familiar with what I'm trying to hear. A lot of times, they say, you hear a lot of people say, I want to create something new, I want to create something that nobody have never heard before. Well, the truth of the matter is you can, but it's always going to relate to something else. Like you can always say, oh, that kind of remind me of a song. It's not the same, but it remind me of this other song. So I want them to get a feel exactly what era maybe I'm coming from, or what style or what genre I'm coming from, so they can get a good grasp of what I want to hear vocally. A lot of times I might let them listen to previous things that I created so they can have enough knowledge about what I like to do in my songs. And not only that, I try to make them have fun, you know what I mean? Like be spontaneous, not to be so inside the box. Just like if they feel like it's a time to come out or to go up or bring it down, I'll allow that.
I'm 22, so I've been singing ever since elementary school. When we were in elementary school, though, we didn't really go anywhere as far as singing. We would just sing for the school. But when I got in high school, we went to festivals. So festivals was like really important to me. Like we did solo ensemble, we did choral ensemble, and basically we would go to state, we would go to district, and then we get our ratings, and then we would go to state and we get our ratings, and we would get medals.
If there were anyone that you could sing with, who would that person be?
Etta James. I think she's a legend. I think she has a beautiful voice, so it would be Etta James.
A lot of artists think it's going to take about 5 minutes to record a 5-minute song, which is absolutely not the case. Depending on how elaborate the song is, you're probably looking at several hours work just for a 3-minute song. You have to get just the right vocal take, which could mean recording the 3 minutes of vocals 10 or 15 times, and then comping the tracks together in a way where the best even syllables of each word are being used. Now that's getting a little elaborate. Some artists prefer to get the right take, and that could take a long time too.
Alright, if there is one thing you will tell an aspiring artist, what would it be?
Well, the thing I always tell my students is that art is freedom of expression, but with that freedom comes an incredible responsibility, because people really listen to what you have to say. So ultimately, you should seek to say something positive to the world.